Hi, everybody, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers for my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. All right, so when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or when I go live. All right. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful for all of your love and support. All right. So let's see if we can get this lightened up a little bit more. All right. So all right, this video is for the star sign of Virgo. This is your timeless love story. All right. So it is also a general reading, so only take the messages if they fit for you. If you already are in a relationship, these messages may not resonate, and that's okay. All right. I usually do weekly readings. I do other readings, so that is perfectly fine if you do not resonate with this love story. All right. So Virgos, what's Virgo's energy when it comes to their love story? What's Virgo's energy look like coming into this reading? What does Virgo's energy look like coming into this reading pertaining to their love story? What does Virgo's energy look like? All right, so on the bottom of the deck, we have a Tower card. The Tower card, see how she's got her hands over her heart? So somebody could be going through a heart chakra awakening. Something could be shocking them. Something could be being revealed to them. Somebody also could be taking the next step on their journey here. This is the Tower card. The Tower card, see how the lightning is striking down on her, like the bottom of her dress here. This also kind of reminds me of an angel. So you may have some sort of an angel, a guardian angel around you who is helping you to access your heart space. This talks about rebuilding a relationship, rebuilding yourself, rebuilding some sort of a structure in your life, because the Tower card talks about structure. It usually depicts lightning striking the top of a tower, the top of a building, or top of some sort of a structure that you are building, where people are being thrown to the ground, the building is falling down, the building is crumbling, right? Which gives you the opportunity to see something from a different perspective when all the dust settles, and what is left of that building was what was strong, what was the like, for instance, if you're tearing down a building, all right, and you get it all the way knocked down, and you have like 4 or 5 blocks on the bottom of that building still standing there nice and strong, that was the strength of that building, and everything else that was built on top of it was built with sand, not cement. All right. So that is what the Tower is all about. So you may be rebuilding something. Oh yeah, look at this, 7-7. 777. You cannot make this. You cannot make this up. So definitely, something. Something may have not been built strongly in some sort of a relationship, and that is why the Tower is hitting you. You're getting a shocking revelation about this. It's like something maybe was unknown to you is being known to you. You could be having a crown chakra activation. You could be also getting a divine notification that, hey, it's time to move, right? This is the Chariot card. It's time to move. See how these two hands are hand fasted or tied together. Look at the heart space, right? See how her heart is being illuminated on this card, right? I'm trying to get it so that you can see it. I don't know why this is all shadowed. See if I can get a little bit more illuminated over here. All right. So you can see somebody is having a heart chakra awakening on this, on this card. See how their heart is illuminated? Look how big that heart is. All right. So, yeah, that is the bottom of the deck. There's a shocking revelation, a tower moment coming. Okay, so we have a 2 and a 9. So the 2 and a 9 adds up to 11. So the 2 of Wands, that's what this card here is the 2 of Wands, spreading your wings. So you may have to make some sort of a decision here when it comes to moving forward on your journey. This talks about also, even though there's only one person depicted on this card, it also talks about moving forward and finding the other people who share the same vision. This also talks about spreading your wings. So the wings on this card. So something about wings coming through here. And then we have the 9 of Cups, which talks about wishes being granted, dreams coming true. So you literally had a dream, Virgo, about another person or some sort of an opportunity. Something about this portal is significant here. So something maybe with the full moon to the blue moon portal, or the blue moon portal to the next full moon could be significant. But the 9 of Cups talks about a wish being granted. It talks about dreams coming true. It talks about mastering something with the 2 and a 9, mastering something here, mastering, realizing that you don't need somebody else to be happy, right? Something may, I don't know why, but because I'm seeing this person with her hands out, there's only her holding her hands out, and there's another set of hands coming through this card, which talks about another person. So you may have had a dream about another person. You could have seen their hands in your dream, but you may not have seen the whole person. This may be shocking when you find out who it is. You may also be shocked to find out that you have some sort of a telepathic connection here with the crown chakra. It's like, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I feel like, Virgo, you already know who it is. I feel like you're on a specific part of your journey here, right? The journey here, where you are coming up on a part of your soul's destiny where you're going to meet this person. That's why you're only seeing the hands in this card, because it's not all revealed yet, right? It's not all revealed yet on this journey. Let me see. Let me show you something. If I can get my finger on it, see how this goes up and then like X marks the spot. So I feel whoever I'm talking to, Virgo, you are coming in your love story. Your energy is you're almost up on your journey, on a part of your path where you're going to come across a person that you are meant to come across. Like you two are meant to come together at this specific time. This is part like a marked, destined opportunity where it's a fated encounter. Thank you, Spirit. It's a fated encounter. That's why right now you're still on a journey by yourself. But you're coming up to a point on your journey where there is a fated encounter. This is something that is destined to happen. And you're going to be shocked with this situation. You're going to be shocked with who it is. This could be like a shocking encounter, because for some of you, this could be somebody that you do not expect. This is going to be somebody who is different from what you're usually used to when it comes to love. I feel right now, for my particular Virgos, I feel like you're single. I do. I feel like you're single. This is for my single Virgos. I feel like you made a decision to go on a path by yourself for a bit. I feel like too, you had to go on this journey that you were on so that you could experience this heart chakra awakening. This is something that Virgo, I feel like this is like a dark night of the soul for you. Yeah. You're gonna, as soon as you cross this person, you're gonna know that they're meant for you. You're gonna know, right? Who I feel like right now you're not seeing it, you're not seeing them, but I feel like as soon as you two cross paths at this marked spot on your journey, you're gonna know for sure that you two are meant to be. You're gonna know it. Okay. I feel like, and you're gonna move on together. Like you're, like I said, this is like a destined meeting, a fated meeting, a fated marked spot in your destiny. X marks the spot. And you're gonna be like, oh, I know this is who I dreamt about. You are a wish come true. We're on the same page. You know, it's like we share the same vision, we share the same goals, we share it. But I feel like when you come across this person, you're not gonna lose yourself to this person either. For some of you, you're not gonna lose a part of who you are to this person. Why? Because you've mastered an important lesson of self-respect, self-esteem, healing wounds perhaps from your childhood with the Nine of Cups here, wounds that you've experienced since you were a child. You had to go through this dark night of the soul to heal those wounds. It was part of your journey. All right, so what lessons is Virgo learning when it comes to their love story? Yeah, freedom. I'm telling you, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Right here, the Nine of Cups. That is what you've been learning when it comes to your love story. Is that you have the free will to create your own happiness. You don't need another person on your journey to be happy. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than love, so that you can have a successful relationship. So that is what you're learning. All the challenges that you've had when it comes to love. Everybody who has made you crumble, everybody who has knocked you down, everything, those were all relationships that have taught you something. Those are all relationships that like led you to the specific target, to the specific goal on your journey. This is what you're mastering. You're understanding why all of your previous relationships have crumbled. That you are learning the lessons. And when you come across this person, you two are going to be on the same page. You two are going to be on the same page. You're going to be two free spirits coming together for a reason. A fated event. Fated. So what's going on in the heart space for Virgo? Let's see what's going on in the heart space. I feel like there's definitely a heart-to-heart conversation coming. See the blue? A heart-to-heart conversation coming where you two are going to sit down and be like, oh yeah, I had to experience this as well. Like I feel like there's going to be a lot of similarities, but a lot of opposites. And the similarities are going to be the fact of what has showed you what you want and what you don't want when it comes to love. And it's like you're being freed. You're being freed from past relationships that were unsuccessful. All right. So let's see what's going on in the heart space. Yeah, I'm telling you, dark night of the soul. Virgo, dark night of the soul. You're being freed from these shadows. You're not actually being freed from them. What you're doing is you're integrating them. You're taking that shadow, you're sitting it down, and you're saying, okay, right? What is this shadow here for? What is it that I need to learn from this shadow? How can I integrate it into my life? Right? That's that Nine of Cups energy. Cycles are completing. Of what? Hiding how you truly feel. Look at that moon cycle. Mirroring. So you're definitely a mirror to this individual. You already know this, right? You already know that you're mirroring something out. What are you mirroring them? The lesson. You're showing them the light, right? You're mirroring this to another person. You're mirroring them to another person that you're ready, right? You're ready for this relationship, that you have learned the lessons that are meant to learn. Of what? Being in a victim mentality. Woe is me. Every relationship that I get in has broke my heart. I'm the victim of every relationship. Instead of seeing yourself as the victim in every relationship, you are learning why every relationship has never worked. And why you've had to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, my wounded warriors, and move forward to rebuild again. So every relationship that failed was another block that you are putting into this tower, into a new relationship, a fated encounter. It's like that's what you're learning. Every relationship that you've had in your life was a fated encounter, and every fated encounter taught you something. It taught you something. It forced you to face something within thyself that has taught you how to create your own happiness, so that you don't need somebody else. This is your way through this situation, right? That's beautiful. I love it. So what's going on in the headspace for Virgo in the love story? What's going on in the headspace? My hormones aren't stable. My lower back is weakness. So you could be very hormonal, especially around the moon cycles. For some of you, healthy body. My relationships are true partnerships. I give as much as I get back. I am able to give birth to my creativity in a way in which I get a healthy level of recognition and compensation. So Virgos, what I see here is the past relationships that you've experienced. You two were not on the same page. You did not share the same vision. This person was unable to give back to you what you were giving them on a healthy level, which has caused you to recognize the wounds, right? That's what I see here, which is bringing that state of balance between your masculine and feminine energies. Your masculine side is that darkness, right? Those shadow sides that control the narrative, that control your heart, that control your emotions, right? The feminine side is the feminine energy where you're very intuitive. You have a healthy self-esteem, right? You know how to attract. You possess the power to attract the same kind of people to you, the same kind of vibrational people to you, the people who share the same vision as you do, right? I know what my purpose is in life. My faith in a higher power gives my life meaning and purpose. That's exactly right. So you are understanding the purpose of every person, place, and situation in your life and the meaning that it gave you when it comes to relationships. Beautiful. All right, so that's an opening message to your love story here, Virgos. So I open this up, see if I can find my little cheat sheet card here. All right, so this is the past and how it's influencing this relationship. What I think we already covered, all right, the past and how it's influencing your love story, your past loves and how it's influencing your love story. And I do feel we already covered that. Yeah, the obstacles. The obstacles. the dark night of the soul, right? The obstacles, the challenges that you've experienced in your past relationships. And you have the Eight of Wands here, which talks about the communication. So there could have been blocked communication, right? Unable to express back and forth. Like you may have expressed that you love them or that you cared about them and that you were happy about with them, but the other person or you were standing in a period of darkness and was unable to express something. Maybe your power of expression was out of anger, right? You may have held everything in, which created obstacles in this relationship. We have an 8 and a 2 and a 1, which is a 3, which is an 11. 11, 11, right? So look, another 11. So the divine is coming in and whipping somebody with that Tower moment, right? The Jack of Wands. The Jack of Wands is the Knight of Wands. Somebody who's there for the good time, not the long time. See, this could have been somebody who was a dominatrix or somebody who was very kinky, you know. And this is somebody who, you know, goes from one person to the next person to the next person, right? They don't heal the wounds. They just drag all these wounds with them. Yeah, somebody has some inner child wounds that they are healing, right? So you're being recommended to journal. Like sit with the emotions and then sit down and write out what you feel. Why do you feel triggered? Why do you feel your life is crumbling? Why can't this person make you happy? What is it about them that is not an equal give and take? Right? Why do you feel like, okay, well, maybe I'll just be better off single, right? I can make myself happy. For some of you, this could be talking about a business partnership as well, because sometimes the 2 of Wands does talk about business, but we're talking about your love story here. So this talks about, well, you know what, maybe I'm just better off single because this person doesn't share the same ideas as I am. I'm always challenged with them, you know. I'm always, you know, this person may not be my true partnership. I'm unable to receive or give a healthy conversation with this person. You know, I feel alone. I don't feel like, you know, I don't feel like this person is my true happiness or somebody out there. All right. So the past relationships and how they're influencing Virgo's love story. Yeah. What did I say about give and take? There's like, no, there's a challenge and reciprocity. There could be a challenge and reciprocity when it comes to give and take communication. There could be a challenge and reciprocity when it comes to money. You know, seeing all the birds, like I feel like somebody's very intuitive here. And then look at the birds eating the fruit out of the basket. So there's definitely some sort of wisdom or fruition. Something is coming to fruition. I don't know why, but I'm seeing 69. That's a dominatrix energy. Like somebody may be afraid to express, like come out of the closet with something, or maybe to express their true sexuality, or, you know, somebody may feel as though they're suffocating, like they're feeling stuffed and suffocating because somebody is not of an equal person. They're unable to give back, right? Something about that. So somebody could be challenged on a sexual level. Very much so. Because this is giving me dominatrix, somebody who likes to be whipped. Not as extreme as 50 Shades of Grey, extreme dominatrix, but like this is somebody who likes to explore, right? Somebody who likes to explore things. do new things, be frisky, not be stuck in the same routine, right? The talk about hormonal, right? Somebody who's always horny, somebody who's always searching, right? For ways to to be gratified, some sort of gratification. Again, some sort of equal reciprocity, giving and receiving. Uh, wow. Alrighty. So we do have Sagittarius coming through here. This also talks about that angel card, right? Somebody earning their wings. So somebody is definitely divinely protected. This also talks about giving and receiving, equality, healing, balance, patience, right? So yeah, like somebody is being very patient. Somebody could be holding back communication because they don't want to. I'm hearing break the stride, or something along them lines. So they could be holding back their, like I said, holding back something, not wanting to express what they truly want. It's like the same old routine, right? I don't know where this is coming from, Virgo. I totally did not expect this reading. All right, so this is the past and how it's influencing the present relationship or present love story. Is in the past there's a lot of challenge, there was lack of reciprocity, somebody was always hormonal, somebody was perhaps unbalanced, there was there was lack of giving and receiving when it comes to, again, their sexuality. Somebody may have children, so they may not have enough time to explore, to have a little bit of fun. All right, so the present situation, present relationship, yeah, we have the clover here. So in the present moment, Jupiter and Venus, I believe, are moving into Cancer if they haven't already. What I think is awesome is we have the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of this card. We have the Six of Pentacles talking about your past challenges, right? What was the challenge? Well, there was lack of reciprocity. So in the present moment, somebody may be getting lucky. We have two people giving and receiving, feeling lucky, opening up their hearts, wanting to work on a relationship, wanting to have a successful relationship, because you're coming up on a point where there is something that is fated to happen. Yeah, you may have to lock the door so that your kid don't walk in while you're doing something as well. Maybe that's just the issue. Maybe you just don't have enough time for one another, right? So present situation and the clover for Virgo. Yeah, Four of Cups. So what I feel like in the present situation, because this talks about missed opportunities, but it also talks about somebody focusing with the Three of Cups there on going out, having a good time, drinking, right? And not focusing on what they have at home, not focusing on, feeling lucky with what they have, right? This also talks about, the 6 and the 4, which is a 10 with a 2, 12, the 3, 1221 is very significant here. 1221 is very significant here. 122 is very significant here. So in the present moment, somebody could be feeling very lucky. Somebody could be feeling as though luck is on their side. Yeah, Jupiter, Venus may be significant to this reading. Jupiter is in Cancer, and I think I'm almost 100% positive either Venus is in Cancer or Venus is moving into Leo. One of the two. whenever you come across this video. All right. So in the present moment, somebody feels as though they missed some sort of an opportunity, or they also could feel, like I said, they're focused on them 3 cups, right? They're too focused on missed opportunities, or they're too focused on the 3 cups that got thrown back in their face when it comes to relationships, because this talks about 3 significant relationships in somebody's life where you come across them and they forced you to face some sort of a shadow within thyself, where maybe there was unrealistic expectations, or searching for happiness outside of themselves. So there definitely was 3 significant relationships here that were very important to balancing out, or forcing you to face a shadow of unbalanced relationships or unbalanced reciprocity, where, you know, maybe somebody was very hormonal, somebody wanted intimacy and they're unable to find it, right? Six, 6 could be significant, because 2 and a 4 is a 6, so 624 could be significant, which Mercury will be in retrograde around that time, which definitely talks about communication. Retrograde, something coming back around to be expressed. Which will be right between the new moon and the full moon. See the moon? Between the new moon and the full moon. So maybe something happening over the new moon, and when the new moon slides into the first quarter, something about that could be significant right before it goes into the full moon. So it'd be like the week after the new moon and the week before the full moon, which would be right on point with the 623 or 624. 666 is absolutely significant. So we have the Queen of Swords here. So this talks about expressing something. So somebody could be out in the community, right, with this people, being social and expressing their concerns when it comes to their relationship, right? Also, too, somebody could be getting asked out on a date, right? So it's definitely time to move on from this woe is me, feeling like you missed an opportunity, feeling like nobody appreciates you, nobody values you, right? It's time to move on from that. Look, another 6. Yep, the woe is me. This is a person who's focusing on them 3 cups, not realizing that there's 2 cups standing right behind them. And that's back to this 2 of Wands, not realizing moving forward that there is a fated opportunity ahead. So the new moon in Gemini, I feel like, is very significant for somebody here. Alrighty, so let's move on. The hidden influences in Virgo's relationship. Yeah, so the hidden influence is somebody is very clouded. The King of Wands coming through here. Somebody is very clouded. Somebody is unable to see something clearly. Something that hidden is like not being revealed yet is what I feel for Virgo. And this Tower moment, this is why I feel like the Tower moment is coming, because I feel like what was hidden in the Tower moment is somebody's getting something revealed, right? Because this is what's hidden, the hidden influence. So there definitely is something hidden here that is about to reveal itself. So yeah, and then like all the puzzle pieces are going to fit together is what I feel. So the King of Wands is somebody who's very, very charming, very you know, very attractive. This is somebody who's very attractive, very charming, somebody who is very passionate, somebody who is very dominant too. So there could be a distraction. Somebody could be getting distracted with the community of people. So what is hidden that is coming to the light in, like, what a hidden influence is that there's a delay in a situation here. Yeah, the fact that somebody really did not miss an opportunity, right? There was just a delay for a reason, because somebody was still in that dark night of the soul. Somebody still had to learn a lesson about a relationship here. All right. So, yeah, I feel like that's what's hidden. So, whatever was hidden in this clouds is about to be revealed. And then you're going to understand, you're going to know the reason for the delay. So, what is this hidden influence for Virgo with the clouded energy? Yep, the Queen of Cups. So, this talks about being hormonal, being overly emotional. Right? So somebody could be hiding their true emotions, hiding their true feelings. Somebody may not be truly in touch with their intuition. See them 3 cups, right? So this is also talking about Cancer energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So what is hidden? Somebody is actually hiding their true feelings, is what I feel. Somebody could not be trusting their intuition. Somebody is very over emotional, which is clouding their intuition. So they're not yet, whoever I'm talking to, Virgo, you're not yet to the point where you are crossing somebody that is destined. You're not yet there, right? There's some sort of a delay, a hidden obstacle. And it could be because of a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who is creating that obstacle, who created that mountain. So I do feel, Virgo, there is somebody that needs to work on their feminine energy. Somebody is still in the process of their dark night of the soul. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel here. Yeah. The next steps are going to be revealed very soon. Somebody could be losing some sort of a battle. Somebody maybe did something and was not successful. And I feel like it was this Queen of Cups. They did something, and it like that, and it caused a delay. But it was like lack of success here. So somebody could be getting their, like, the crystal ball was clouded, right? So the unknown cards talks about, well, something is unknown, something is not yet revealed, right? Another 6. Something is not yet revealed. Something is distorted. Something is clouded. This hidden influence is, I feel like that's what the delay is. Somebody is, Virgo, somebody is absolutely, they're confused. Somebody's confused. It's because they can't see something. Their intuition is clouded. So somebody could have been watching you, right? And now they're unable to see something clearly, or something that was hidden is finally going to be revealed to you, and you're going to be shocked. The 6 of Wands talks about, like, losing a battle. So this Queen of Cups could have lost some sort of a battle to distract somebody, because now something is going to be revealed. Something that was unable to be revealed before is now going to be revealed. Somebody is actually going to reach a goal. So this person who was trying to cloud either your love story, right? They did it unsuccessfully, is what I feel Spirit wants you to know, right? So I feel like the confusion is lifting. Yeah, their plan was a dud. Oh, look at this underneath. Their plan was a dud. It didn't work. So their plan to cloud somebody, right, was unsuccessful. Somebody is losing a battle here when it comes to a relationship. Their plan was a dud. So whatever they planned was a dud, right? So this talks about the power of free will to create your own happiness. So this talks about people pleasing, right? Pleasing one another. Queen of Pentacles. There you go, Virgo. So this also could talk about self-gratification or pleasing another person on that level. Alrighty, so that was a hidden influence. So what's the obstacle in Virgo's love story? Yep, a lady. A lady was an obstacle, and here she is. The hidden influence. This person was thrown a rock to hide in the hands. Wanted somebody to miss an opportunity on their journey. Wanted somebody to miss a fated encounter. They created obstacles. They created mountains in the past. In a relationship, when it comes to love, right? Something about home. Something about at home, right? Sitting at home, I spying, waiting to see what somebody's next step was, so that they can continuously block them from having successful love, block them from reaching a goal, because this is a fated meeting. So obstacles with this lady. Who's this lady who was creating obstacles? Give me more energy here. Yep, King of Wands. I'm telling you. And we have the lady and the King of Wands. So this lady, I feel, was she was definitely the hidden influence. She was like the one throwing the rock, the mountain, and hiding the hand, because she wanted you to miss some sort of an opportunity for luck, for a fated counterpart, a fated meeting. She was trying to block your luck, right? She wanted you to miss this opportunity. She wanted you to miss this destined lucky opportunity. So what did she do? Created a lot of obstacles, created a lot of distractions, was very emotional, very hormonal. I'm getting bipolar for some reason. Yeah, but the plan backfired. The plan was a dud. Now somebody has a lot of burdens because of this, right? That's like they're unhappy. They're very hormonal, right? The Queen of Pentacles, Empress. They did this to an earth angel, somebody who is meant to heal Mother Earth. They were trying, I feel, for somebody here, they were masking themselves as a true divine feminine, right? They were trying to cloud another person from seeing the truth of who they were, right? So outside influences, What were they saying? What were they saying? Because this is two people who could be communicating, because she got the Ace of Swords here. What was she saying? I feel like this was somebody who was psychically intruding in this situation. Now this person could be going through a dark night of the soul. Yeah. So go slow. Take time to get to know each other. I'm more affected than you know. So they were actually, this person was trying to slow you down to affect the relationship. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. Yeah, they were literally trying to put the obstacle in this. Yeah, this person is twin flame. The person is your mirror, soul, and sacred counterpart. And that's what they were trying to do. Trying to throw this blockage in this relationship by clouding somebody's judgment to try to affect this person. Because your mirror counterparts, remember, mirror counterparts mirror to each other. So they were throwing obstacles at you or this other person, so that when you mirrored to this person, all they would see is clouds. All they would see is obstacles. All they would see is delays to affect the relationship. Somebody's going to be shocked at who this is. I need to go my own. Yeah, trying to get two people to go their separate ways. Right? So they could have been doing sex magic for some of you. Right? So whoever I'm talking to, you're on a twin flame journey. Now listen, twin flame journeys aren't always romantic. Twin flame journeys teach you, right? You go through that dark night of the soul, they teach you things. They teach you to face these shadows of why you have unhealthy relationships, why you have unhealthy um, situations in your life, whether it's business, lover, family, friend. It teaches you, right? It teaches you. So that when you do come across your person, right, you mirror to them your light. And that's what this person was trying to do, like cloud your light, cloud your vibration. Trying to affect it, trying to slow it down, if not miss an opportunity. They did not want you to have a healthy self-esteem. This person was trying to manipulate somebody's free will. Somebody was trying to manipulate somebody's free will. That makes perfect sense why I was getting this person is like the burdens that they were trying to throw at somebody else, they are now going to carry for doing this. Right here. Because their plan backfired. So now the heaviness that they were trying to put on your journey, they are now going to carry. While whoever I'm talking to, that's the earth angel, that is a divine feminine, you're going to move forward successfully, and you are going to run across your fated meeting. Mm-hmm. All right, outside influences. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Making sure I didn't miss it. 4. Yeah. Outside influences. Outside influences when it comes to this relationship. Outside influences for the Virgo love story. This person could have literally been trying to ruin somebody's reputation. Yeah, dog. Ton of cups. So outside influences, the person that you are fated to meet will be loyal. Loyal relationship, right? See how he's got that rose in his mouth? So, yeah, I do feel I feel like the obstacle is being removed. I do. Whatever this individual, their intentions to put these obstacles and cause delays is being removed. Because I feel like, somebody's got a lucky streak here. And, the thing is what's destining you, these people may be able to hinder, but in all actuality, they can't stop it. They can't stop it. Somebody is on their path here. Somebody is on their path forward. They're about to move forward because they're going to be freed from this person's master manipulation tactic. And when they move forward, right, they're going to come across that fated counterpart where there's going to be a sense of loyalty between them both, right? Loyal relationships, happy relationships. I'm telling you, there's the flower. And the ring. So your rebirth is here. Your rebirth is here. So outside influences, the dog. So this person thought they were above you. They thought that they were your master. They thought they could do whatever they wanted to do to you, right? They treated you like a dog. 6 of Wands. Yep. So yeah, I feel like the outside influences is the person who tried to create these obstacles and clouded this, clouded your mirror is losing the battle. Because I feel like you are definitely on the path to a fated counterpart where loyalty, a sense of loyalty, right? So again, somebody thought that they were above you. They thought they were your master. They thought they could do whatever they wanted to do by throwing them rocks and hiding the hands. To create challenges, adversity, to create challenges in what you two were seeing in one another. Clouding somebody's mirror. Trying to affect it. All right, so the best course of action for Virgo, the best course of action for Virgo. The best course of action for Virgo in their love story. Yep, have faith. Somebody's been praying a lot. The 6 of Wands. So your prayers have been heard. I feel like we got 69 coming through here again. So the best course of action to take is to have faith. Have faith that your prayers have been heard. Have faith that you're going to successfully move forward now. Have faith that any obstacles that were placed in your way are being removed. Have faith that this person, whatever they were trying to cloud this mirror, is coming back to them. Whatever burdens or lessons that they were throwing your way are going back to them. Because somebody prays a lot. You may need to pray, right? The best course of action to take with the cross here. The 10 of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, you may have a past or a loved one who is watching you, an ancestor with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The best course of action to take is to take it slow, right? Don't rush. Take it slow and have faith that you're going to reach your goals, right? Because this person was planning something all along. This was part of their plan. Give me the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, please. What's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for Virgo? Somebody, too, could be separating. King of Swords in reverse. So Mercury retrograde could be very, very significant time frame for you, Virgo. The King of Swords in reverse talks about, healing what is unbalanced with the King of Swords, because the King of Swords talks about taking your authority back. Three, 6, 9, something about that. We do have a gentleman on the bottom of this card. The King of Swords in reverse talks about somebody who lacks authority, somebody who lacks accountability. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords in reverse with the cross card. Burden, some sort of a burden. Give me the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords in reverse with the cross card. Burdens, faith. Somebody could have been testing your faith. Somebody could have been trying to set you up as well. The Hermit card in reverse. Yeah, get you to go to jail. The Sun card. So with the King of Swords here and the Hermit reverse, this talks about imprisoned. Somebody could have been in spiritual jail. Somebody could be going to spiritual jail. This could be illuminated. The sun's shining on something, feeling imprisoned in their head, Virgo. This also talks about somebody being in spiritual jail with the cross here. Somebody's family member could be in jail or in spiritual jail. This could be talking about a family member. This could be illuminated. The sun in Virgo, the sun in Gemini could be significant. We got the sun in Gemini currently. Definitely a family member. Somebody was trying to steal somebody's divine authority here. And that's why something is backfiring. Somebody was siphoning off of somebody's life force energy, trying to manipulate somebody's free will because they didn't want something to work, right? Possibly somebody's throat chakra. Look, the King and the Queen in reverse. That's the divine counterpart. Three of Cups. Somebody has some sort of an addiction here. Somebody may have some sort of an addiction to being a yeah, somebody has an addiction. But something is being made clear here about this relationship. Now somebody may want to come in and make something right. Maybe apologize for causing the heartache and despair. Look, the Wheel of Fortune, trying to block somebody's destiny. Somebody was trying to destiny swap. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to destiny swap by interfering with somebody's free will because they didn't want two people to work together because they have a special divine mission. There's a purpose. Somebody was trying to steal somebody's divine authority here. That is what I see. So let's see, what are some signs? What are some signs for Virgo? What are some signs that Virgo is seeing? Morning. Look, morning. Somebody could be passing away because of this. Yep. Somebody was jealous. Sting. Somebody was jealous. Somebody was jealous of somebody's divine authority. So they were trying to destiny swap. So this is going to be very, very shocked at something. And they're going to be like, I am more affected than what you know. I am so affected by the fact that I was trying to create these obstacles. I was trying to keep somebody clouded. Yep. Look, solution, wisdom, spiritual key. So there is definitely some sort of spiritual knowledge coming through with that Tower moment. You're going to be shocked. Yep. 222 could be significant. Partnerships and balance. Memories. Rose. Yep. Wind. I'm telling you. Disruption. There's that Tower moment. Activity, movement, and disruption. So I feel like the divine is stepping in, and like they're stepping in on this person. I 100% feel the ancestors heard your prayer and they are upset. And now this female that was throwing rocks hiding hands is in spiritual jail. They could be losing their gifts. Problem solved, right? All right, so let's get some letters and characteristics for the Virgo collective. I'm already over an hour for Virgos. Could very well be another Virgo who did this. Maybe this is for maybe a particular Virgo. You're in spiritual jail. Don't take that if it doesn't resonate. We have a Z. Because why? Because they stepped out of their marriage, right? We got a C. We got a U. See the U? Aries can be involved with an Aries. New romance. So you definitely have new romance here with an Aries. A. A beard. This person could have a beard. 2 months. So in August, we have another U. Maybe. The answer is maybe. There may be a chance, but you might have to go slow. We have the letter F. F-U-C, another U, an N. So fun. Somebody could have laughed at your pain. They thought it was funny to cloud somebody, to block this, and a T-H. Somebody could have laughed at your pain. Somebody could have been laughing the whole time. And now they're in spiritual jail for this. We have a W and a shun. T-H-I-O-N. Function. F-U-N-C. Function. I don't know. There you go. Let's get some final messages from the crows. What do you want to warn Virgo about? Guiding light in the dark. So you are here to guide other people through their dark night of the soul. You also, Virgo, from a high vibrational Virgos, are the light that's drawing your other person in their period of darkness, through their darkness of the soul, right? You're drawing this person towards you. What else do you want to warn Virgos about? Yep, I'm telling you, temptation, third party situations. That's the Virgo that's in spiritual jail. Courage. Talent is like the important thing in life is courage. Try going this way. So they were trying to turn you in a different direction, right? Because they wanted you to miss this opportunity. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you cleansed and cleared your energy and you left your intuition guide you. Why? Because you focus, right? You put your focus into, healing those wounds. You put your focus into taking back your free will. You put your focus into your own happiness, right, on your journey. Because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you've been on this journey for a while. You definitely had 2 to 3 people who were teaming up against you. You start to believe that, you know what, anything is possible, right? If you can dream it, you can do it. So yeah, but I feel like your heart was locked up. That is what I feel. Yeah, you're seeing the signs that luck is an opportunity is about to approach you. All right, so there you go. That is what I feel for you. Virgos, thank you for watching and have a great day.